Hello, I'm Michael Souza and I'm going to make a small tutorial video about the way to play this game, Urbanizing the Car. That is a game that was created to be the backside of my business card, but it's a way to show that we can do a simple and small serious game, in this case about urban planning, because it's my main field of research and work. And this is a way to make a marketing about this type of approaches and to show people that we can do this in a simple way, but also as a way to share something about my work and to make something that everybody can play. And it's free to play and it will be available online. So to play this game, you only need a die, this guy is singular, and a pen that can write in the thing that you choose to print the game. I've printed this game and put it in the plastic cover so we can write in this whiteboard pen. We can erase it because you might want to erase the game. So, but a pencil and an eraser, it's also an option. This is a very fast explanation of the game. You'll see the explanation with more detail later in the video. You start by playing by rolling a dice, and now you decide what to do with this number. This number can determine the thing that we are going to construct. For example, it's a 3, it will be a transport infrastructure, or we could build in the 3 column or the 3 row. So the number must be one of the options: building, column, row. In this case, I will decide to create a transport network. So I could have this 3, it has blocked, now I can add it anywhere. Now I'll roll again a 3, and now I do this as an example. I want to do another transport network, and the 3 will determine the thing that I'm going to construct, because when I decide to create a building, I must mark this circle, and the quantity of circles determine the quantity of icons that I must add. So in this case, I should add 2 icons, and then I'll do this several times, adding the buildings in all the spaces. And when I cannot build anymore because the bars are full of a certain type of building, or because there's no space for the size of the building, the game ends, and then I do the scoring. Be aware of the special rules of the infrastructures, because they are the only ones that need to be adjacent, connected to the existing ones, and can erase or overlay existing icons, removing them from the map. Well, let's try to show and to teach the game. This is the place to build the buildings, and the buildings are represented by these icons. These are typified buildings that we can encounter in an abstracted urban place in a city. And we have 6 different types of buildings, of constructions, that are connected to the faces, to the pips of the dice. So the game will end when you cannot add or do not wish to add more buildings and icons to the map, and then you do the final scoring. Now, let's see how this works. I will explain the scoring in the end of the video. Now I'll try to simulate how to play the game. So we start by rolling a dice, and now we must decide the type of building and the row or the column where we are going to build it. One of these options need to be the result of the dice. So we have a 2, we could build industry, or we can build in the 2 column or in row 2. We have these 3 options. I'll start by building an industry. So if I choose to build an industry, this is always like this. The type of building that you choose, you need to mark this circle, and then you create an icon in the map. In this case, I can create it anywhere because I've chosen the 2. So I'm free to write in any column or row. So I'll put it here in the middle. Then I restart the process, and it's always like this. 6. The 6 will allow me to put a public building, or the line 6, column 6. Well, I think I'm going to put the public building next to the industry because there's some scoring benefits of putting them together at the end of the game. So I'm going to roll again dice. Now a 6, and a 6 is something that make me think about this. So a 6 could be here, could be here. Maybe I start building infrastructures, transport infrastructure. So I mark it and I put it here. The infrastructures have some special rules. They need to be connected to each one and connected in its orthogonal, and they can erase other constructions. Now I roll again, and now there's a 3, another transport infrastructure, and I'm going to do it. And now I have 2 circles. And because I have 2 circles, I need to do 2 infrastructures. And I will connect them. So this is something different. The number of circles determines the quantity of icons that you put in the map. Now I play again, 3 again. This is strange, but now I think I will change this. And now I will do housing in line 3 because this has some score. Now a 5 housing again. Now I will try to score the most that I can. So I'll do commerce here in column 5. 1. 1 is commerce again, and commerce wants to be next to industry and housing. So 1 is commerce. I'm going to do 2 commerce here. Now again, 4. 4 is parks. I can start making a park because they score if they are connected in this free space. 4 again, okay. Another park. Now I make 2. 1, commerce or line column 1. I'll make housing. Try to make the best score because they are next to commerce. 3. 3 is infrastructures or line column 3. Now things start to become more difficult because I'm starting to have not a lot of space. I think I will do this. 5, housing again. And housing do not want to be next to infrastructures or industry, so this is not an option here. I do not like it, so I'll do housing here. Again, 3, more transport infrastructures, or 3, but I do not want to cut this. So now I'm starting to have some problems. Well, I think I'm going to do industry. No, not a good option. Maybe public building. It's not good. It's not good. Public building. Here. 5. 5 it's housing. 4 housing. That's a lot. Here 5. No more space. 4. So because we score if we fill the columns and the rows. So I'll try this. Another 5. This is problematic because in 5. Okay, no. Yes, I will do more parks. 5 again. I think now I'm blocked. So not enough space here, not enough space here. My only option is to, I think I'll do it. I'll put more infrastructure and 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I roll again. 1, 1, or full, only 1 here. Commerce and service. I'll put 3, still possible. And I think I will not be able to do anything else. 3. Well, I don't want to destroy the things that I've done because I could make more transport and destroy things. So the game is over. I do not wish to add more. And now we are going to do the scoring. And we should count the quantity of columns and rows completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. points. And if a row or a column have all the icons, different icons, they score more. But I think it's not the case, because the only place I have public buildings is it's here. It's not complete, not complete, not complete. So no additional scoring. Let's score the parks and the trees. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 points. Now let's score the housing. It's near. They got negative scores if they are near infrastructures or in industry. That's not the case. Then let's score commerce near housing. This scores 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Now industry next to commerce and infrastructure. So it's next. So this scores 3. And we have no more industry. So we've done little industry in this city. And now the public buildings, only this will score all the things because it's connected to the 3 things. So plus 6 points. And now let's sum this and have the final scoring. So 10, 20, 23. So this is the final scoring. Now to talk a bit about the design of the game. Well, this was meant to be a small simulation about an urban system. And in this case, the model was housings do not allow to be near industry and heavy transport infrastructures like trains and highways, so they will give negative points. Commerce wants to be next to housing because they have clients, and industry wants to get near the transport infrastructures to get the resources and to sell the products, and they want to be next to commerce to have clients for the products. And public facilities want to be next to every type of users because they want to serve all the population and all the activities, housing, commerce, and industry. And the scoring, it increases because it's much more difficult to do this than this. It's difficult to have the 3 things next to each other. So then the diversity also is included because we have additional scoring for having all the different icons in a column or row. This is a way to create different land uses that are complementary. And the transport infrastructures are a different way to score and to play because heavy infrastructures can have public value and they can change the landscape and destroy the existing things to be connected, because they can have, for example, a national function that is higher than the local interest. So this is quite common. Another thing, it's the parks and the green spaces that they score if they are connected, because this is related to the connection of these networks, these natural networks that are necessary for the vegetation, the animals, and to have a connected network where they can travel the land. This way we can at least try to safeguard their local environment so they can thrive. So this is a very small example. This is meant to be in my business card, but this is also meant to be something that I'm sharing with all the community as an example of something simple and small that we can do to use games to other purpose beyond entertainment, but this also can be an entertainment product. This game can be played solitaire or in multiplayer. If you play solitaire, you play like I've shown. If you play in a multiplayer way, you just need to roll the dice, and all the players must have a sheet of paper, something to write and to erase, and then they need to use the same number, but they do the decisions and the result will be very different. So thank you.